Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Tainted Grail. And at the end of the last episode I went and fixed up a nice spot for us to take Lady Alisa out, to get her outside a bit, spend some time together in each other's company, and it has just occurred to me that I came here in full armour and robes of the waning moon aside, I've got very little to wear. And this lady makes clothes. It's her main passion. I think I have to leave and go outside, don't I, little buddy? Yeah, let's give you a nice little pat on the head, eh? There we go. I need to go outside all the way back to the horns and find some suitable attire that she would approve of. This will, of course, be highly dangerous. But, you never know. Might get some more experience points on our way back to the keep. After all the scenery has loaded in. You know what, let's get our two-handed hammer ready. I think we can hop the rail and do a bit of mining. Ooh, you almost look dangerous there. His tail is a thing to look out for. You can see it before anything else. Oh, look at all these flowers growing outside flower beds. Very messy. Where are you? Hello? There you are! What's got you stuck up there, my little friend? I mean, apart from this particularly disturbing atmosphere, did we clear the graveyard recently? I'm not so sure. And it may be safer to just go along the beach. Hammer up for ready. You just stay there, pal. Leave us well alone. And we won't bother you. Speaking of bother... Ooh! The good old Severance walk dodge. Beloved of many a dwarf playthrough. Right. If we stick to the coastline... No, there's quite a few around that house. I was thinking we may be able to minimise our engagement. We can still try, right? Bloody helmets. Right. Okay. Not ideal. That's more like it. Oh, hello. You want to fight as well, do you? That was his foot and not something else wiggling there between his legs. Right. And that's not a guess, that's an assertion. Where? Every time I hear that vroom sound. I immediately want to look in all directions. Oh! No! I've done the thing. I've done the Quirko thing. Where? What's attacking us? Oh, you are. Excellent. Well, here you go. Let's continue to practice our magical skill. And two-handed weapon skill. As it is rather lacking. Have we been in here? Well, nothing that important there. Can I? Oh, I can. Excellent. No, I wasn't hiding. I was just traversing the terrain. And you were getting smacked. Just like blue. Oh, this is just spectacular. More magic practice, please. We'll get Mason Shield ready just in case they are needed. I'm not going to try mining over there, I'll just stay close to the barrier. Because this isn't about glory. This is about fine accoutrements. Garments, attire. So he fell from... I mean, he was on the wall up there. That's a hell of a long way out. The balcony there makes much more sense. Sometimes I hear sounds that I swear had better be him. Squelching up behind me. Rather close. Wait. Okay, no, it's not that late. Alright. It sounded like it was building up to the dawn. Whoom, any moment. If we make it to the castle without a whoom, at this point, I wouldn't be too surprised. The night's been weird enough already. You gonna come? Yeah, here you come, boy. Right then. Well, we want to get all dressed up to the nines. And I've got a few ideas, but let's look at our options, shall we? First off, we wish to make a good impression on the lady. I mean, I think this was... Was this her idea or ours? I think we suggested taking her out somewhere. So we should make an effort. Right. Let us take things to wear. We have a nice hood. We'll leave these hats. Red Priesthood, we're not going to wear that. Oh, we could look at the whole Waning Moon set, to be honest, as well, while we're at it. Got that. This, with an interesting sort of shoulder guard. We picked up one of those already. Why not? We also have purple and blue. What sort of lavender colour, really. Most of the trousers seem really rather plain. I think that may be a duplicate. Right. We don't need all three of those. Waning Moon, sure. We can leave that. Alright, well let's look at what we got. First off, we probably shouldn't wear a helmet. Also, let's get any weapons or shields out of the way. Right. We have duplicates we should sell in the morning. Oh, Spellslinger's stuff as well, okay. Let's start with the Priestess set. The Priestess's trousers were just blank normal trousers, to a point where they weren't even named, they were just normal trousers. There we go. bit spiky on the shoulders, and we could wear a cloak with that. And also toned down trousers. There we go. Right. Looks a little sort of woolen or felt. You know, a bit sort of dowdy maybe. As you'd kind of expect from a member of the clergy. Right. Next up then. Let's try... Oh, we've got purple and blue. Well, we'll try both out, right? Start here and move our way along. We have nice decorated arms on the gloves, or more like blue cuffs. Not at the wrists, at the base of the gloves. Right, so got this. Ooh. That's very Disciples 2. Okay. Purple version of this? Purple version indeed. Right. Oh, that's nice. That's... Oh, that's... ragged. Got it. So let's go with this. Although, we do have another option. So if we go with this, those might blend a little too much, and the over-decoration of the arms with blue works quite nicely. In terms of trousers then, we have blue. Oh, that's kind of... green's nice. Is that the same? Yes. So that kind of works. So if we go blue, we get a bit more variation. That's quite a nice outfit, right? We could go with this. However, I'm going to try one more thing. Ooh. Wait. Druid trousers, there we go. And the boots as well. Now, Lady Alisa does like ocean motifs, and we appear to have a lot of scales here. Also, there's a headdress. That is something to impress, something to wear for a ritual, to make a big impression. Not something to say, look into my eyes. I would like to get to know you very well. This more says, I don't want to know you, I don't exist, the mask is the only important thing. So we have this. Okay. We know what that looks like. Wait. Faded hood. Is that different colour? I think that's... same colour. And then we have... Woo! Okay. Yeah, let's have some fun with this stuff. Again, incredibly bland trousers. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kind of fancy. If we take this off, I think I'm still going for the feathers though. And they get to show off some of Branwen's bizarre arm tattoos that she's so proud of, but often covers up with armour because she's concerned about getting battered to bits. So, you know what? I think she would appreciate the more dainty shoes over the boots. And we're making a big statement here, so there we go. Do we? Now, look at this. Turn it around. It's got all those scales at the top. I think we got an outfit here. I also think we should absolutely not threaten to cast spells, and should put away our excess items that are not in use. So, one of them, that, this, definitely, and that. Right. da. Let's put these away. I mean, the Nobleman's Doublet was a good, strong choice. I liked it a lot. Let's see now. Put those. Those. I should definitely sort through these duplicates. You go back. You lot stay. You go back. You go back. And we'll keep all these out. Alright. And now that we got some nice fancy things to wear, let's go get some... Look at us practically flying along. Isn't that magnificent? Truly glorious. And while it may be somewhat safe to go back through the weirdness, we don't yet have the sixth spirituality to fully benefit from any of the things this outfit offers. So I'm thinking we go get some sleep. Oh, you know what else I'm thinking? Actually, I have another idea as well. Because now that we have 5 spirituality, we qualify for Flame Torrent. 4 spirituality, yeah. Okay, well, definitely give it a go. Light cast blast all enemies in melee range. Presumably that's around me, not just in front, right? And heavy cast creates a stream of fire burning everything before you. Sounds like a lot of fun. Also, sounds like, well, apart from being morally questionable, it sounds like something that would help us improve our magical craft. It is very early in the morning, but if we head over now to see the lady... Oh yes, yes, of course. We have some items to offload. Osbert, I have some spare armor that you may be able to...
Always a pleasure.
I think you may like this. Okay, that's +3, that isn't. We're going to be careful with this. That's +3, that isn't. That isn't. That isn't. That isn't. I mean, I was pretty sure I knew what would be where, but I wanted to make certain. Priestess's shoes, I should put those away. That as well. This. And this. Okay. You can go, you can go, you can go, you can go. Excellent stuff. Ooh, next time we set a campfire, eh? Next time indeed. Now, it doesn't do to keep a lady waiting, but... And we had to dip out on her last night at what would have been almost the perfect time. So perhaps waiting till near eventide is wiser. We don't need these. And I can offload some of these. I didn't stash those. Well, you know what? Not stashing those gives me some more time to waste so that I'll end up a little, you know, further on in the day. Doesn't do to seem too eager, right? This isn't something special for me. This is something special for her. If I get something out of it, that's great. We're going to stash this. And... wait. Okay. And this. These and these. Excellent stuff. Tempting to try that at some point. I wonder if I can... no, I don't think I can improve it. I think I tried already. Well now, if we take it nice and steady, we can be back at her place around lunchtime, maybe. If we set a bonfire to... Right, if I set a bonfire outside her house and identify these items and wait till night, that's something. I could also experiment with these spells on the remaining inhabitants of the drowned village. I could also practice running. Okay. Okay, wait. Seems to be in front of me. Yeah, I don't think that's a blast radius. I think that's a... oof, like a little burning hands blast. That's a shame. I don't like that bloodstain on the hand. I'll have to get gauntlets to cover that up at some point. Look at me practically flying along over the ground. I'm going to get into so much trouble if this all goes wrong. But that's okay. I think I'm reaching the kind of level where trying to develop a lesser skill that's fallen by the wayside a bit could get me into trouble. Make me feel as if I'm falling behind the leveling curve. You know. I don't want to try it with that flame gobbler there. So let's just go round here. Sorry, Quirko, you may have a little trouble keeping up. Oh, hello. We haven't been in here before. Interesting. What about this? Oh, yes. Oh! Oh! Oh, yes. Lovely things. How did I get round this side of the building last night? Did I just not do it? Maybe that's the bit I was able to traverse. Can I get that? I can! An incandescent pearl. Not iridescent, but incandescent. And I can't remember the difference right now off the top of my head. One of them shines, glows. Speaking of which, actually, about that glowing. Okay, I think we got him. I also think that was not my finest hour. I also think, isn't there some buried treasure on this beach somewhere that may be worth looking for? Well, might not be buried. Might not even be there anymore. I believe we have an appointment with destiny. Let's just go through with it, right? We've hummed and hawed about this for too long. Let's just do it and live with the consequences. however crazy they may be. She doesn't really have anyone left apart from us. That's bad, right? I'm sorry. We've removed everyone else from her life and isolated her and are making her depend on us. This is not good. This is absolutely the kind of stuff you see warnings about, right? I mean, next people will be going to the keepers talking about one of us beating the other one up. And they won't take it seriously because it's a woman doing the beating up. Whichever one of us it is. Right. Okay, well, let's head inside and have a nice time. I've prepared for our outing. Do you have the time?
Absolutely. I've longed to leave these four walls. Oh, I'm terribly curious about where you have chosen to take me. Let's depart. I wish to waste no more time in waiting.
Trust me, it's not that far away.
Ah, this is quite an endearing spot, albeit rather windy, and the decor leaves much to be desired. I must confess that ghastly statue had entirely escaped my memory until now. Now, what shall we talk about? You know almost everything there is to know about me, and yet I hardly know anything about your life. Tell me, have you always been a mercenary?
Well, I'm not really a mercenary. People just keep asking me to do things for money. But I have dabbled in magic in the past, you know, and I'm practicing a little more recently.
Oh, that is fascinating. I've never met anyone with a talent for the arts. But tell me, isn't using magic forbidden? Have you been practicing in hiding all this time?
Well, I mean, most magic is forbidden, but, you know, some of it is outlawed, but not all of it, actually.
Oh, I wasn't aware there were different kinds. I'm familiar with the priestesses and their healing arts, though I was led to believe these gifts were divine endowments from the goddess herself. It was perhaps a touch naive, yet rather an uplifting thought.
I didn't take you for a religious woman.
Well, not overly, though I was raised with faith. Some of my peers, without any promising marriage prospects, were candidates for the temple as well. My mother used to threaten to send me there too. Can you fathom me, draped in robes? But I digress. We're here to delve into your enchanting narrative, not mine. Shall we then propose a toast? To you and your clandestine magic. May it forever shield you.
Well, I mean, to think I could have come here in the robes of the priesthood.
Now, I must admit, I've been positively aching with anticipation to delve into the tales of your exhilarating escapades. Your life appears so fabulously thrilling. So, do tell me, what's the most exciting thing that has happened to you recently?
Exciting. And recently, well, I was tortured by the Red Priest. It's a kind of excitement. A fragment of King Arthur's soul got trapped in my body. We talk sometimes. Now that's really impressive. Is it exciting? She can't see him, right? She can't experience this. She doesn't... Unless it was happening to her, it wouldn't seem that exciting. So, of course, it was meeting you, Alisa.
Oh, you flatterer. That's rather obvious, isn't it? No. Tell me about some of your real adventures, if you don't mind. Have you encountered any other captivating individuals?
Well, I met a Pictish woman, and she had horns. I met a famous Dalriada warrior. I saw a sea monster, and she does like the sea. I visited a realm created by the wyrdness.
Another realm? That sounds almost too fantastical to believe. And yet, well, your life does seem to be rather peculiar. So, what did it look like? And the weirdness. It's a marvel you survived it all, let alone without gaining an extra limb.
Trust me, no extra limbs here, my lady. It was beautiful. The sky looked almost golden. It was terrifying. The sky was all wrong. Things were floating and drifting and spinning around. And the sky was around and underneath me. It felt incredibly unsafe. It was terrifying. The sky was all kinds of wrong. Even though oddly beautiful at times.
Well, that's the weirdness, isn't it? I may have been rather sheltered from it, living in Camelot, but I've heard enough to know one thing. It's wrong. Twisted. Not meant for us. But to think you've seen it and left relatively unscathed. Fascinating. If it's not too much to ask, I would love to hear more about this peculiar journey of yours one day.
Of course. Why, Alisa, are you saying you'd like to spend more time with me?
Don't be coy, darling. You should know by now that I rarely do anything for which I have no patience or desire. Besides, the evenings here are indeed rather slow, so the prospect of your delightful company to enliven them is most welcome. Now, I've had a lovely time, but it's getting late, and I'd rather not be caught by nightfall on my way home. I do hope we can do this again sometime.
I hope so too. Now, these black blinks are separating some part of the conversation, so there was something there at the end that might have happened that I've missed. But hey, you enjoyed it, didn't you, little Potter? Let's head back in and bid our farewells before we head off. My lady, I trust you had an enjoyable experience. Did I mishear? Did I just hear someone go, "Oh!" painfully?
Oh, you've arrived. Marvelous. I must confess, I've been eagerly awaiting your next visit. Today, I have crafted something quite special just for you. Here, behold my very first creation, expressly designed just for you.
Why, how kind! Alisa, is this a courting gift?
What? No, of course not. Perish the thought. But I must confess I've grown rather fond of you. And I am not averse to the idea of exploring a more intimate connection.
By which I presume she means addressing each other on first name basis and nothing... No hanky-panky. Is she a bit too straight-laced with that? She's had lovers in the past, presumably even while she was married, maybe. Why me? Wait, Alisa, are you blushing?
What? Certainly not. Don't be preposterous. Blushing is a pastime for the timid and unseasoned girls, not for a woman of my stature and breeding. Me blushing? The very thought. No.
Well, I mean, I thought love was beneath you.
Well, I used to think living among the unwashed masses in the wilderness was beneath me. Yet here we are. I'm not sure if what I feel for you is love, but this time I'm not opposed to exploring the possibility.
You know, I've grown rather fond of you too, Alisa.
Then I'm relieved to hear that. Well, if you'll pardon my boldness, I would not be opposed to a kiss. And then, perhaps we could see where the evening leads us.
Well, that's rather forward of you, but who am I to say no? She knows what she wants. Well, sort of.
Darling, I must say I've thoroughly enjoyed your company. I do hope you don't have to rush off just yet. Do you, dearest?
Well, I wouldn't mind staying a bit longer.
How marvelous. In fact, I've been meaning to suggest something. I've thought about this for a while.
Oh dear.
This mansion is rather grand for just one person, I don't know if you already have suitable lodgings, but, well, I'm offering you one now.
Oh, that's very generous of you, Alisa.
Think nothing of it. I'd simply love to have you around more, and together we could make this place far more livable, don't you think? The interior is charming enough, but the outside, utterly dreadful. Yes, the view is divine and the beach is pleasant, but we can't very well sit in the sand all day, can we? Oh, and imagine a garden. It would be so lovely to have fresh flowers in abundance.
But...
No need to worry, my dearest. I've already drawn up a list of all the improvements we could make.
I'm sure you have.
It's going to be simply magnificent, I assure you.
In case there was any reason to wonder why her previous husband left her, let's see what she has given us. She has given us a fashionable doublet +4. Requires 5 dexterity, which we don't have just yet. Increases attack speed by 14%. Also, fetching yet practical adornment, an armor relic which increases mana regeneration by 0.5 points per second and increases maximum stamina by 3. And always accessorize, darling. Increases health regeneration by 1 when your health is below 10%. We don't have health regeneration yet. Increases maximum health by 5%. We would lose 5 critical hit chance. But we could put a second enchantment slot in the breastplate. So Heber will be happy to hear that the Cromlech is safe again. Oh, I should absolutely go tell him about that, shouldn't I? And maybe speak to Drest again later. We have rings that will increase critical hit chance by 3. So really, we would only be losing 2% critical hit chance. And 1 armor. But we already have quite a high armor rating if we put our armor on. So this could be a good combination. Now, what does she want doing here? Uh-oh. 5 wood. Where is this garden? 5 wood. Supposed to take out all the weeds. Wait. That doesn't seem to be here. Okay. Well, the way I see it, there's no rush. The Lady Alisa tends to muse and mull things over. She's rather undecided, and it takes her some time to make up her mind, but when her mind is set on something, then she absolutely knows what she wants, and will be hell-bent on getting it. Is this community service? Are we doing damage limitation, protecting the rest of the world from her? I don't know. So, I'm still intrigued to know if she will travel with us when we leave the area and move on. Or if she will just remain here, and we might occasionally come back to visit her. You know, we probably shouldn't traipse the hem of our robe through the salty shallows. It's not wise, not pretty. We'll have to go dry it out and maybe even wash it out afterwards. Let's crawl under here just to further compound the issue. Get lots of sand on the knees and the shins. Yeah. And then let's head back to the keep where we shall change back into our armour and accessorize and enchant. Then, okay, so this fire spell isn't quite as impressive as I might have hoped. The flamethrower effect with a gout of flame that gushes forwards, that's impressive. I haven't necessarily seen it, judged its range yet, so I'm not that used to it. It does make a difference from our Icy Blast spell. Although the chilling effect of the ice can be quite potent. How are we doing for magic, by the way? Still only 22. We got quite a way to go. We're getting towards 23. It's not entirely bad. Right, so... Heber. Of course. You know what? I'll even allow the others to see me in these garments as I head on through to the stash. I have a horrible feeling the stash will travel with me, magically, like the Resident Evil boxes. And I would love to be proved wrong and to have the stash remain at this local location, but I suspect that's not what it does. Right. Let's start donning our armour. And a helmet. There we go. Right, so. Nope. We would go down to 9% critical hit chance. I think I could live with that. 9 from 11. Let's see. And we would go down to, what, 43.9? Yeah, 43.9% armor, which is pretty bloody good. Yeah. Let's get our mace and shield ready. And we're now overloaded, so we better take our cloak off. So we are wanting spirituality and endurance pretty soon. Let's go see how Heber's doing. And let's not threaten him. We also appear to be... Why? What changed our health by changing our outfit? I'll have to look into that. Right.
I figured it out! I figured it out!
What?
The mistletoe. Oh, how could I have been so blind this whole time? It's obvious, don't you see?
Is it? You'll have to explain. You've had more time to think about it than me. I've been busy.
They weren't laughing at me, do you see? They were telling me to embrace the part that I play in the world. The part that we all play in the world. Listen, mistletoe was their sacred plant, right? We know it's a parasite, and in extreme situations can even kill the tree on which it grows. Why would you worship a parasite? I finally got it. They realize that if everything goes well, it has minimal effect on the tree. Sometimes it's even able to give something back. Even better, it's evergreen, so birds can feed off it in winter. And even though it's poisonous to humans, druids were able to make medicine out of its fruits. Do you see?
Yeah, I think I do. Even though I apparently don't. It's symbiosis.
It's so obvious that it's no wonder the answer eluded us all. It's not about the mystical arts, the scrolls, or the rituals. That's all smoke and mirrors. It's about observing nature and drawing the right conclusions. Mistletoe feeds off the tree, but it doesn't just take. It gives back, just like we all do. We always take from something. The trick is to give back more than we take. That's meant to be our role in the world.
Yes. That makes quite a lot of sense.
Yes. It's about understanding our place in the world as parasites, but useful ones. There's no more knowledge to gain besides what's already here. The trick is, we need to learn to see it. This is my new quest. Thank you for initiating this discovery.
Well, the Cromlech is safe again.
There goes another chance to join the guild. I really thought that scroll would be my way in. Instead, it just caused a mess I couldn't even clean up myself. Anyway, what happened back there?
What guild are you talking about?
The Alchemists Guild, of course. Though it's more of a secret society than an actual guild. And I probably shouldn't be telling you this. But who cares? Taranis is probably right. I'm just not cut out for it. They'll never recruit me, so why bother trying?
You know, maybe if you'd learned how to keep a secret, you'd have a chance. Why don't they want to recruit you?
Apparently I don't challenge myself enough. And maybe they're not wrong. The thing is, the keep isn't always like this. We're not trapped inside these walls all the time. Yes, you have to sacrifice things like having a family. But the other limitations, we create those ourselves. Just look at Marg, our hunter. Even now he comes and goes as he pleases. What I'm trying to say is that maybe I should accept the truth. I prefer staying inside these walls. I wish I could be more, but I also need to feel safe.
Who is Taranis?
I've been in contact with the guild since my time in Camelot. They promised me that if someone ever came to the south, they'd reach out. Taranis showed up with the Dalriata, and I managed to meet him just before the captain ordered the lockdown. Let's just say he wasn't exactly impressed with anything I had to share.
Have I missed the chance to turn about the Dryad? I think I may need to reload the quick save for coming into the room. You were meeting with the enemy?
No, of course not. Well, technically, look, it's not that simple. The guild operates beyond the petty divisions on Avalon. It doesn't matter if you're Dalriata or Camelotian. They, are united by one goal, the understanding and betterment of life itself.
Do you know where I could find him?
With the rest of the Dalriata? I'm not sure. He did mention coming here to hunt some creature, but I was too busy wallowing in self-pity to listen properly.
Oh dear. You weren't listening. Well, since you asked, there was an angry dryad trapped in the Cromlech.
Oh, now that's just fantastic. Another discovery slipped right through my fingers. I guess I'm doomed to stay here, curing hangovers for the rest of my days. Maybe I'll finally be able to unwind a little. And there's still the mistletoe. I think it has a meaning, and I might be getting closer to grasping it.
Let's see what you have for sale. Two spirituality? Okay, no, we're fine without that. Let's buy his sage and go make some potions. And also, quest completed, 1,000 experience points. Excellent. Well, that brings us closer to leveling. And I like to imagine nobody notices Quirko. He's just invisible. Only we can see him, just to make it really weird. Okay, we'll make a couple of these. And then get back on for some of these. I think I should make as many as I can. And then leave it till later. I can make some more fish oil. I suppose it's always good for the experience. We're up to 50 alchemy now, that's impressive. Let's leave it there. Hello, little podder. We're going back outside now. We are not stealing that lot, whatever it is. So what do we do now for the rest of the episode? Well, first off, I wasn't... Okay. I'm going to do a quick time check because I wasn't... I didn't pay full attention to when I started recording. Okay. So about 50 minutes ago. Really? Really? Okay. How do I know that, you might ask? Well, it just so happens that the default name my recording software uses for every save file is the timestamp when it started recording. And then I rename it all appropriately afterwards. Right, so what are we doing here? Well, first off, we probably want to... Oh, yes, of course. Right. Okay. Now we got something going. And I didn't even need to light a fire outside her house. And that's not a euphemism. I mean, surely that'd be more something like light a fire under her house, but anyway. No, she seemed quite impassioned. And fairly taken with me. I'm impressed. This is probably Branwen's first time with a woman. Although, as someone who was wanting to try and learn about magic, maybe to try and get secrets, but then the druids didn't let many women learn, did they? So, good Sir Osbrit. I should probably stash that before I forget. Right. That is a spare hood. This can go. This is fanciful and should be kept. All these things. Right. That can go. I mean, there's probably some stuff here, but hey, I have things to do. Attach relic. Armor. Worn. Yes, second slot, 500 gold, please. And then I will add the fetching yet practical adornment. There we go. We don't have any more armor relics. We have plenty of weapon relics. Okay. I think it's the health increase from the amulet that has caused us to be damaged because it didn't. You know. Anyway, wait. We can make an ephemerate crystal with red caps, hoods, and skulls. Banishes the target, making it disappear for 8 seconds. I wonder if I can use that on enemies, like the giant creature that appears in the night. That is a great idea, and I think I should definitely try. Also, I should definitely try and increase that skill. Right, so wooden arrows. Oh wait, no, not these ones. The ones that I meant repair from broken enemy arrows. Apparently not available. Let's go. Spear. Do another one. Good crafting chances, and a third. Right, that's limited other options. Let's go like that. Wait, no poniard? There it is, right. 4, 4. Same crafting chance of each, but this is chance of +1, so we'll go with that. Oh yes. That's a lot of low rolls. That's not pretty at all. Should have done this first, obviously, for the tiny smidgen of experience it would grant. And yeah, well, you know what? Let's go for like 4 pairs of gloves. And they're all weak. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we don't batch build. Okay. 2 more probably won't push us over the edge. Especially if we fail like that. Right, you. Do it. There we go. I have yet to find a recipe we can do with the crafting ingredients, so yeah. Let's just tidy up here a little. There we go. And we should probably place some items in the stash so that we don't end up carrying around a whole load of extra stuff. It would be nice to get another point of strength and upgrade to another 2-handed weapon However, our hammer is doing a really good job. I'd say a bang-up job, but with a hammer it's more like a bang-down job. Now, you get... both of you get put away. And you, and you. And you as well. Excellent. 8 strength, so I did probably keep this for a reason. I mean, it's not a bad weapon. Right, let's put that away. And then I think, in terms of two-handed weapons, we're talking, I mean, we got that. Still comparing to the shield. Requires 10 strength. It's got a while. Okay, it's got a while. Killing enemies provides a stackable 20% damage increase, as opposed to the straight-up ignore block on our other weapon. Killing an enemy... that is a good damage total, right? Attacks cost 50% less stamina for 8 seconds. That's probably really good. 8 strength, 60 stamina when during killing blow. Great. Presumably, this has lower damage, but it weighs a hell of a lot, and that can work in our favour. I mean, that's just nice, right? So if I take this... no, if I take this out, right? And then I say two-hander, go axe, 42 to 46. Now, let's go compare. If we upgrade this, first off, it would be nice to see what the upgrade costs. Nope. Upgrade. So, 37 to 42, as opposed to our current two-handed hammer, 42 to 46. So, we'd lose the ignore blocks and ignore a few points of damage. Get 2 less stamina to swing. And that. Okay. Oh, and we want the 7 strength for this as well. Blocking applies bleed to the attacker. That could be really good, because bleed can stack. Okay. I think I... well, I haven't upgraded the axe, right? And more importantly, it's the same two-handed axe model. Does not match the artwork as much. Disappointing, but hey. Alright, let's keep the axe on us as a reminder that we might switch to it, and head outside for a little adventuring. Also, 11 is good, 8 is good. Those are very good numbers. Oh, I know what I want to do, and I don't want to do it. I want to go and confront Sir Abigor, the knight who wishes to kill us. However, I think I need at least one more point in... well, yeah, I need another level or 3. I'm nearly there, but I'd like to increase my carrying capacity a little. There's four different ability scores that could do that, because I want to equip the cloak. Alright, so what am I doing then? I don't want to do this. Don't want to do this just yet. I could go mend some things. I could go explore some more, actually. I want to hold off on that for a while yet. So yeah, we're pretty much... okay, we'll go through the graveyard. Wait. Timing. We can stop at Lady Alisa's mansion. Actually... if I go chop me some wood, I could effect one of the repairs at her mansion and save the other two for later. Let's do that. Oh, it's gone for the two-handed axe, not the wood chopping axe, which we do not yet meet the requirements for. So we'll have to be careful about that, as that is now our currently equipped weapon. Which also means the only way to unequip it is to put it in the stash. Hello, little Potter. We're going out now. Actually, I should do a little healing. And by a little healing, I mean a little practice, because that would have been quite a more visible amount if I had been more wounded at the time. I do not see the Grindelow yet. So let's pretend he has not come back. And just cut our way through the graveyard. Are the brigands here? It would appear they have fallen by my hand of late, and that is perfectly fine. You know what? Let's light a quick fire. The king has not come to greet us. We shall identify items and see how over-encumbered we become. Gem of Carrying. Armor relic. Ooh, we'll put that in boots. Gem of Ice. Again. We need to find ways to reliably freeze foes. Mana potion, okay. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Maybe we should return back to the horns sometime soon. Daffodils, okay. Okay. And now, for the good unidentified item. Ooh! 9 strength required. Doombringer. Attacking staggered enemies deals double damage. Now. No, not there. Under strength, two-handed. We can go mighty blows, two-handed weapon hits, deplete 5% of the damage dealt from the target's stamina. Right. Reduces stamina cost of attacks with 200 weapons. I could see some synergy there with that hammer. And the Gem of Carrying increases encumbrance limit by 5. That would be great! That might even slightly give us a minuscule increase on there. We put that in the boots, that'll be excellent stuff. So next time we're heading back to the horns. That is Icy Skeleton. Skeleton gets moshed. Come here, you old bag of bones! Okay, that's just wrong. Oh, come on. These skeletons are walk dodging us now. Okay, we'll take a run at it. There we go. Excellent stuff. Nice to see he's still with us. So now we've got a pet and a girlfriend. Well, tentative. I mean, we kissed and maybe we sat up speaking about poetry or something all evening. Maybe doing some embroidery, right? You know, not everything has to be about charging around in armor, walloping stuff with two-handed hammers. And if we showed an interest in cloth and threads and stitching, she'd really appreciate that because she likes cloth too. There we go. Yeah. Okay, let's not try and go down through there. Can we? It would appear we can make it over to the mansion that way, if we need to. You know what, let's put our pickaxe away. We don't need to threaten our poor little pet. Also, jumping down there would probably be a bad idea. So I'm not... Hello? Hello? Ooh, who's got really great big eyes? Who's got great big eyes? You're a pet, aren't you? You love being a pet. Yeah, we will stroke you and pat you and it will be fine. And then we'll walk away as if nothing happened and completely ignore you for a bit, apparently. Right. There is a house here with a fence. And I cannot tell if they have a weird lantern to protect them or not. So let's be cautious. We got a waypoint. It's pushing 5 in the evening. And now we've met these gentlemen before in early access and it wasn't pretty. Let's just go exploring for a bit instead, right? I mean, especially as Lady Alisa has invited us to come stay with her now, and she has a bed, which we can sleep in. By which I meant I can sleep in. Although I suppose it's open to interpretation, and she has inclined that she wouldn't be opposed to sleeping in the bed together. Although it's early days, and, I mean, blimey, you know, we should be feeling full of bliss and joy and wanting to stroll around the countryside and not batter skeletons with two-handed hammers. It's a long way to level. Oh! I said I wanted to go and see Dressed in a while. I should do that at some point. And I do have fresh wood. So you know what? Actually, yeah. Maybe we go back to the mansion, do some repairs, head inside, get to bed, and set out bright and early in the morning, closer to all the destinations in this area of the map. Hello, I see a skeleton and I have a hammer. You will not walk dodge me. There's another one of those Stagfather shrines. I am not looking forwards to dealing with them at some point. Hello. Actually, you know what? Oh, you do have... You dare try and hurt my little friend here. He tried to hurt you with his nasty sword. That's not very nice, is it? We decked the living shit out of him with our flames. Not that he was living or able to shit, but hey. You know, he really doesn't seem that bothered. He's more like a kind of guppy. You know, just kind of like... It's all perfectly fine, happy. You know, he's very innocent. And apparently he's getting changed in one of the patches. Coming up soon, potentially. People were asking if he could fight. And people were asking if he could carry stuff for them. He's not Lydia. Okay? He's just not. Right, what can we do here? Oh, shit. I think the game just crashed. No, something's going on. It crashed. Okay. Here's our last autosave after the crash. So I'm just going to jog back down to the beach again and save the game. Because obviously... Oh, right, hammer. Yes, of course. Maybe the game didn't like... You know what? Maybe the game didn't like us calling Quirko a guppy. Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind at all. We've practically retraced our steps. And once down here, I will save the bloody game in case anything else bad happens. Alright, so that about wraps this one up. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one, and I'm saving right now before anything else goes wrong.